What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo. Today we are unboxing the beautiful, bold Uncharted 4 Libertalia Collector's Edition, the biggest Collector's Edition you can get for the game. I love Uncharted 4 so much, way more than I expected to. Possibly my favorite Naughty Dog game of all time, even more than Last of Us. And so I'm glad that I've got this very nice keepsake to keep with me always. And we'll open up the whole thing, check out the statue, the super sweet Steelbook, and to make things twice as good or 4 times as good or something that involves 2s and 4s, we'll also unbox the Doom 4 Collector's Edition, because 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 4 and 4. Somehow that works out numerically, I promise. But we'll do this one last. We'll focus on Uncharted 4 first. I am doing a PS4 bundle giveaway. I'll put the link in the description below. All you gotta do is click the link, register there with GameFlip. It's free, it's easy. You'll be entered to win a PS4. They are hooking us up with a PS4 bundle, so you can play Uncharted 4, you can play Doom 4, you can play all the latest and greatest. So every person that clicks the link and registers for free, no obligation, or you're not signing up for anything except the site, which is a super great site to buy, trade, and sell games, and it's really easy, and you can be entered to win a PlayStation 4. So go do that. Now let's get into the good stuff. I absolutely loved Uncharted 4, and I think that of all the Uncharted, it's by far the most varied and by far the most memorable, because it seems to pack like at least 20 different moments in that would qualify as like show-stopping game moments, whereas most of the Uncharted had like 2 or 3, and that's 2 or 3 more than most games. So now this has like 20 more than most games. I don't know how we're gonna get this out. I think it would be really cool if, I know there's supposedly no more Uncharted's. That's a super weird noise. I would think it'd be really cool if at some point they did like an actual Treasure Hunters Uncharted, where you got like a block of like, they had those like blocks of like dust where you'd like uncover like fake dinosaur bones, and you get like a rock block fossil cube, and then you have to like brush it away and chip at it, and then you get your goodies. I think that's how they should have done this, if this was just like a big old like cube and we had to like dig into it. Anyways, they keep it easy. You got the Libertalia coin there. I think that's the Henry Avery coin. I won't spoil any of the game, and this statue doesn't spoil any of the game, so don't worry about that. If you haven't played it, if you haven't watched it, go do one of the two, because it's totally worth it. And we get Nathan Drake here for ourselves to say hello to us, and well, bam. He smells fresh as paint in a grandmother's garden. It's beautiful. It's a nice statue. It looks a lot like Drake. It's very lifelike. It comes on this nice base. The base is plastic. The statue itself is heavier. He's got a watch. He's got some bloody scratches. He's got his gun. He's got his famous hair and his famous half tuck. And he's got a plant down here, which I think is a nice addition. I'm going to walk it up to the camera just so you can see it real close and up, right up in his beautiful Nathan Drake face. If it will focus on him, there you go. It's very nicely made. You can see. Well done. There's the gun, the watch, his bag, all of his different satchels and pouches, and then the random little like fake plant, which is just like, I guess, a nice touch on a wet and muddy jungle circle, because there's a lot of mud in Uncharted 4. So that's him. It looks really good. It'll fit great on my shelf with all my other collector's editions from like Witcher 3 and Dark Souls 3 and Halo 5 and all that good stuff. And then beneath the other plate of styrofoam, we've got the art book here, which I'll make sure we don't spoil anything, because I'm sure this does have artwork towards the end that does spoil a major part of the game. So you do not want to look at the last page of this art book, so I'm not going to show you that page, but I will show you it's got like character sketches, and it's got, I'm assuming, environmental stuff as well at some point. Let's see. There probably is. Well, it starts out with characters, yeah, then it goes, there's environments and enemies and things like that. It's a small art book, but it's a nice touch. The statue is the big piece, but to me, the favorite, best part of this whole collector's edition is this Steelbook. This is possibly the coolest cover I've ever seen. It is a very artsy, very shiny, holographic case, and we will again walk up close so you can see it, since I don't have anyone on the camera work here currently. This is absolutely magical. You've got Nate and Sam, Rafe, Nadine, you've got Elena, you got Sully, you got some shoreline guards down there, and it's shiny, which is really cool. And then in the back, you have a cage with a skeleton of a long-lost pirate back there. On the bottom, it says Steelbook, because it's from Steelbook.com, and then inside, it comes with a bunch of stickers, the game, and then it looks like the internal cover is a map
of the world. I don't know. There is also, yeah, there's a DLC. This is exclusive to Collector's Edition, a DLC pack that has some additional skins and free points and some free cosmetics and weapon skins for Uncharted 4 multiplayer, which is actually an incredibly fun multiplayer. I love it way more than I thought I would, similar to how I love The Last of Us multiplayer. And you've got like the different sigils of the pirates in the game, which is really cool, and I think that's a nice little touch. But this cover is absolutely beautiful, and it does say Uncharted 4 on the spine, so it will match up with the rest of your game cases if you're into that sort of collecting thing. But this is possibly one of my favorite covers ever. It rivals the BioShock Infinite reverse cover with the beautiful artsy songbird, and the Resistance 3 cover designed by Ollie Moss that I am a humongous fan of. That game does not get enough praise, and I'll show that to you right now. We've got this right here, the Resistance 3 cover. That's a super sexy cover. And then The Last of Us, or no, BioShock Infinite, where are you? Here, this cover. How it's like an artsy songbird. That's the reverse instead of just the plain Booker cover that most people at Walmart got. So yeah, Steelbook, art book, Drake. Is it worth the price? I don't know. These things are getting so expensive that almost every time I say probably not worth the price, probably just buy the game and another game, because who really needs a statue and art book? But if you are a big fan of the game, if you love it as much as I did, then it's probably worth it for you. And you just got to decide, like, which games are you going to sort of go all in on and spend that much money to have a visual representation of what you played. But this Steelbook is, that's my favorite part. This is the coolest case ever. I'm going to have to freaking keep this one nice and safe and secure. So we'll leave Drake and the Steelbook there. And now, just to double the fun, we're going to dive into the Doom Collector's Edition. This one comes with a statue as well. This statue is from Triforce Collectibles, who are very talented game collectible designers. They've done stuff like all the gun replicas for Halo and Gears of War and Mass Effect. They've done stuff with the Arkham Batman games a lot. Some really sweet stuff. They're working on Evolve statues, which look sick. I cannot wait till they come out. They were supposed to come out last year, but they are not out yet. And this comes with the Steelbook as well, which the Steelbook cover is a lot better than the regular cover. The Steelbook cover has a demon on it, and it's all shiny and nice, very cool, and it has a textured Doom. The Uncharted 4 Steelbook is not textured, but the Doom one is. And then inside, you've got the Demon Multiplayer Pack, which is a pre-order bonus, and then you've got the Doom disc for PlayStation 4. A simple disc to go with a more flashy cover. So that is the Demon Multiplayer pre-order pack, which was for any edition of the game, not just collectors. And then we will uncover the statue, which is kind of the shining star of this collector's edition, if it'll come out. Come on. We're going to get you out of here. There we go. All right. Okay. Even the styrofoam has Doom imprinted on it. Not sure if you can see that with the lighting, but it does say Doom. And so we will take out our Demon Man here. And on the back, is there anything else? It's a Revenant statue on an LED lit base. Ooh, with internal slow spinning turbine, exclusive Steelbook, and full Doom game. Okay, so apparently this thing, that's a worse sound than chalkboards to me. Apparently this does spin, and it is a pretty sick statue. Triforce is super great on detail. They're doing the Mirror's Edge Collector's Edition as well. I know they're doing one more. Oh, they're doing the Battlefield 1 Collector's Edition. This smells even better than the Drake. I don't know what kind of cologne Nathan's wearing, but Revenant, man, whatever fumes and exhaust and demon guts you got, it's pretty darn sweet. So how the heck do we turn this on? You can see the statue there. A very creepy, bloody Revenant with a whole lot of detail. They go all in on the detail. It's a great model. He has like his guts and stuff exposed. It's gross. And he's got his rocket launchers that I think can be bent to be where you want them to be a little bit. Yeah, it probably should be there a little more separate from being in the box. This one is a little bit bent over. But there was a little piece of something that told me, like, hey, this is how it should be built. So let me grab that real quick. Alrighty, so after dealing with a stripped screw and breaking the bottom plastic off, we got the batteries in, and now this guy lights up red with a slow turning turbine effect, which adds a nice little flair to the figure. Becca was brave and bold and helped us break off the plastic piece because the screw was totally stripped. I must have spun it around at least like 500 times and nothing happened. But there's the light. It kind of is cool. I like the fact that it's like slow and no sound, and so it adds just like an extra effect of doominess to the Revenant figure. So there you have both the Revenant and the Drake and the Steelbooks, and both of them are pretty cool. I gotta give
I don't know. Drake looks a lot like Drake. Revenant looks a lot like Revenant. But the slow-turning turbine may give this one the advantage. They're both basically the same collector's edition in the sense that you've got a sweet Steelbook and a sweet Steelbook. The only difference is that the Uncharted one comes with a little more DLC in the art book, which I guess is a nice extra. This art book is pretty cool. Again, it does have quite a few spoilers, so you're going to want to be careful with the back end of that. Make sure to click the link in the description below if you want to go grab a PS4 so you can play these fantastic games. Both are super fun, very different. Holy crap, very different. But they are both, in the end, very good. Uncharted 4 obviously takes the cake as like one of the best games of all time, but Doom holds its own as a super fun, crazy game, and it took a long time to get this figure working, but it was worth it. I really like the Revenant. Like I said, Triforce does good work. Very nice. He's kind of creepy, but I will keep him on my shelf right next to Mr. Nathan Drake. And since Drake didn't have a whole lot of zombies to fight in U4, maybe he can go to war with the Revenant here. In the meantime, though, guys and girls, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the openings of these boxes and sets. Thanks to Bethesda and Sony for hooking me up. And until next time, everybody, drink so much all. Thanks again. I love you. And we'll see you all later.